Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are at part 3, and in this portion of Call Review, I will be reviewing SCAW's Blood, Sweat, and Tears 2. That was their latest show. The show obviously had a lot of hype, and rightfully so. SCAW has built a reputation for really delivering on their CPVs, especially for their Mania CPV, which is what Blood, Sweat, and Tears is. Blood, Sweat, and Tears is their WrestleMania. They opened the show off with Guile and Captain America defending the tag titles against Batman and Joker. A great way to open it. Batman and Joker, your new SCAW tag team champions. And then a really good dream match came after that, and that was Michael Jordan versus David Beckham. And Beckham wins by submission. That surprised me. Shaq versus Rodman was just a brawl and a half, you know. I think SCAW should have a sports championship for all the sports superstars that they have. That's my opinion. But anyway, Shaq defeating Rodman. Rhino versus The Thing was just... That was a massacre, man. I enjoyed every moment of it, like no lie. It reminds you of how great SmackDown versus Raw 2006 was. That's what Rhino and Thing did for me. Rhino came out the victor. The next match was the Ultimate 0-1 match for the SCAW 0-1 championship. It was a 6-man ladder match. You had Mr. Clean representing the No DQ World Order, which right now is the best faction in CAW wrestling, period. Okay, Green Lantern. Here's the challengers: Green Lantern, Robin, Ryu Hayabusa, Prince of Persia, and Ignacio, also known as Nacho. This matchup had a whole bunch of 6 spots. If this was real life, none of those guys would be walking. But just so much throwing each other off of ladders and so much disregard for their bodies. It was incredible. But shockingly, my pick to win it did not win the match. Mr. Clean did not retain the 0-1 title. Robin won the 0-1 championship in this matchup, and rightfully so. You know, Robin, in my opinion, has been gaining a lot of popularity in SCAW. So, yeah. Next up was NWO, No DQ World Order, and a mystery partner to join the NWO versus Jay, Silent Bob, and a mystery partner of their own. First of all, Jay and Silent Bob's partner turns out to be Hellboy. Really nice pick for Jay and Silent Bob. Jack Sparrow and Mike Myers, who was their partner, and who's the newest member of the NWO? The Hulk. And I tell you something, there's no one more beastly than the Hulk. If pushed right. And I have a feeling SCAW is going to go somewhere with the Hulk, and it's going to be a good place. So, you know, I was happy with the Hulk joining No DQ World Order because he is a former No DQ superstar. By the way, No DQ coming back. If you haven't seen the promo of the Joker on No DQ CAW, I suggest you do that right now. Go to youtube.com/No DQ CAW and look at Why So Serious, Why So Effing Serious. And I marked out when I saw that promo. Oh my God. No DQ CAW is the reason why most of us make CAW wrestling shows. Anyway, I digress. Shockingly, NWO had a bad night. You know, I thought NWO was going to win 2 of the 3 matches. Obviously, they didn't win the Ultimate 0-1 match. Mr. Clean losing in that one. And they did not win here for Hellboy. Got the win for his team, which was crazy. Then Zod versus Thor. Now, this was a ridiculous matchup. I thought Thor was going to win, but Zod won. And rightfully so. I wasn't happy about it, but whatever. I can get over myself. Next up was a little bit of interpromotional action. SCAW versus DWA in a 6-man elimination tag match. Representing SCAW was Ghost Rider, Santa, and M. Bison. Representing DWA, Lance Burton, Johnny Cage, and Vega. It comes to the end where it's Ghost Rider and Burton as the last two people. And then Santa, who was eliminated earlier, comes in the ring and turns on Ghost Rider. And DWA wins the 6-man interpromotional elimination tag team match. That's a long title. Next up was Billy Madison versus Gladiator with RoboCop as the referee. I didn't think RoboCop was a factor. I think it was just a reason to put him on the card, was just make him ref a match. Gladiator got the win over Madison. Another SCAW versus DWA matchup, Darth Vader versus Apocalypse. Man, like, probably the best singles match of 2008 out of all CAW wrestling. Seriously, I say that with confidence. Even over Emo and Interrogative. Like, it was just sick. Vader got the win. Both guys bled. It was just crazy. Next up was the Elimination Chamber match. But before that, big news. Biggest news of the review so far. SCAW President Abraham Lincoln comes out and announced that SCAW has made a new acquisition. And then George Bush from SMF comes out and says, well, I understood that you're looking for a new acquisitionification. I swear to God, I think in real life he would say it like that. But Lincoln's just like, no. I actually hired someone better. And yes, he did. Freaking Superman is now in SCAW. However, this leaves open a discussion. Will he join the No DQ World Order because he represents No DQ more than anybody that's in the No DQ World Order, in my opinion? Or will he feud against No DQ World Order? It's going to be interesting. I can't wait for the next SCAW show. But then there was the Elimination Chamber for the Internet title, and holy crap, the mystery the mystery entrant was Freakazoid. Of course, the other participants was Optimus Prime, Inuyasha, Iron Man, Bart Simpson, and of course, the Internet Champion Ichigo, who would go on to retain his Internet Championship. Ichigo Kurosaki. I'll tell you what, he makes me want to watch Bleach. Every time I watch him fight on SCAW, he just makes me want to watch an episode of Bleach. And then on to the main event that lived up to expectations and then some. Homer Simpson challenging Spider-Man, the leader of the No DQ World Order, for the SCAW Championship. And ladies and gentlemen, Homer walks away victorious as the new SCAW champion. And it was unexpected. You know, it was a great build. Spider-Man went on to say he's beaten them all. And say that Homer would probably not be able to beat Spider-Man. And then these two just went at it, had a classic battle back and forth. Oh man, left you on the edge of your seat, and Homer just gets the pin, gets the Simpson stunner, the 1, 2, 3, and you have a new SCAW champion, Homer Simpson. However, you know, I don't know how long Homer's going to last as SCAW champion now that Superman is in the building. Okay? But yeah, SCAW, man, Blood, Sweat, and Tears 2, congratulations. You should be very proud of yourself. I gave it a 10 out of 10. That was your best show yet. You know, I hope one day that I have a show as fucking fantastic as that one was. Match of the night, there's a two-way tie. And you're going to be surprised, the Elimination Chamber is not one of the two. Obviously, the SCAW title match is one of the two. And also, you know what? Yeah, the Elimination Chamber match. Sorry about that. Man, Superman. Wow. Well, we'll be right back. Next up is ECW Survivor Series. And what a night that was. This is DJ Wentworth.